Hi, everybody. We all fixed up and ready. It is time for Fun Facts Friday. Fun Facts Friday. Today is, what is today? I was about to say today is Saturday. Today is Friday, June. Oh, see, I'm jumping ahead. Today is Friday, May 29th, and it is National Paperclip Day, National Cockavin Day. Those are the two that I got for today. I didn't see any other national days for today, but National Paperclip Day, you see I have my nice little necklace, my paperclip chain necklace. You remember making these in school?
Yes.
When we were younger? Yeah. Yep. So I made my little paperclip necklace in recognition of National Paperclip Day. And National Paperclip Day, from nationaldaycalendar.com. National Paperclip Day was, many people had claimed that they invented the paperclip, but according to Early Office Museum, Samuel B. Fay received the first patent for a bent wire paperclip in the United States in 1867. It says his original intention of the clip was to attach tickets to fabric. So I guess maybe he had a cleaners or something, because I don't know why else we would want to attach tickets to fabric. But it was to attach tickets to fabric. And it says, however, the US patent 64088 recognized that it could also be used to attach papers together, which is what we usually will see paperclips used for now, attaching paperclips together. In 1867, paperclips have been around a long time.
Long time.
And some people call them, what is it, gym clips?
Gym clips.
Yep. Gym clips sometimes. They come in different sizes. I have mostly big ones on here just because I didn't feel like linking all of them together. There's a couple small ones in here somewhere. There's a little tiny one. But yeah, I remember doing these, or sometime we would take a paperclip and open it up and then put it around your teeth, act like you had retainer in your mouth.
Right. Until we got the real retainer.
Right. But I remember one time, I think I must have got too many fillings finally in the back of my teeth. I tried to put a paperclip on my teeth and it started hurting. It was like the metal. Yeah. And I was like, whoa, okay, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's craziness.
It's crazy to try to make a retainer, or crazy that it started hurting?
A little both.
Right. All of the above.
Right. What else could we use paper clips for? I don't know what else. Oh,
well, I use them to close up my potato chip bags.
Yeah, I have seen that. Sometimes if you have something that has a reset button, you'll need something real tiny to poke in there.
Right.
I've opened up a paperclip to do that before.
Yeah.
Oh, what about
open your CD?
Open your CD. Oh yeah, when you have to push that button on your computer.
Yeah.
That little button to pop it open. Yeah, paper clips could be used for a lot of things, actually.
Yeah. When Pastor Melville says CDs, I was thinking, you know how when you have saran wrap and you open up that CD and you take it around the edge to open up something that's, you know, the paper around it.
Yep. Use it to cut it open. They have paper clips in a lot of colors now. I don't think that was really an option when he first made them, but they have paper clips that come in a lot of different colors. Oh, yep. See, Sissy has a yellow and blue one. I have just the regular silver ones today. They look a little green through this little virtual background. But yeah, they do come in a lot of different colors. Oh, and you have a red one. Paper clips have been around for a long time and can be used in a lot of different ways. The other day today is a National Cockavin Day, and I had to Google how to make sure I pronounced it right. But National Cockavin Day is, again, from National Day Calendar. It is a celebration of a delicious French dish. What can you guess is in that dish It's called cock oven is the name of the dish. Can you imagine what's in that dish?
No.
No guesses?
Probably, what was his name? Milton? Michael?
The headless chicken. I forget what his name was. Henry or Harry, I forget. But yeah,
No,
we
it
talked about him last
started
week.
with an M.
Yeah, Mike. I think it was Mike. Mike. It was Mike
Yeah,
the
yeah,
headless
Mike.
chicken. Well, you are correct. The cock oven it translates to rooster with wine, is what cock oven translates to. And it is a French braise of chicken cooked with wine, lardons, which is salt pork, so some bacon, mushrooms, and garlic. That is, it's a delicious French dish. It looks, had looked at pictures, and it actually looks like it might be pretty tasty. You know, you think chicken cooked with wine, salt pork, bacon makes everything taste good.
Yeah.
Mushrooms and garlic, there probably is a tasty little meal there.
But you know, Sissy, it almost sounds like a chicken marsala.
That with the red wine, yeah. And isn't that a French dish also? The chicken marsala, or is that like Italian?
Italian.
No, that's Italian.
Oh, okay. So, but yeah, we have a recipe. I'll post the recipe up. But from simplyrecipes.com, I found a recipe for cock oven. And it's funny because when I thought about it, said cock oven reminds you of like the cock-a-doodle-doo. It's a rooster, it's a chicken. So it tells you what's going to be in it.
So they put rooster in there? You're eating rooster?
Yes, it says it's a French braise of chicken cooked with wine, salt pork, mushrooms, and garlic. So it's cooked, but it's, you know, it's the rooster, but it's cooked.
Wow.
Yep. So
Well, they got a little swine in there too, though.
That's probably what makes it taste better, because like I said, bacon makes everything taste good, and that's add that little extra flavor. Because mushrooms are sort of blah; those are sort of bland. Garlic, well, garlic is seasoning too. Garlic has flavor, so that on top with the salt pork.
You guys need to close my door right here.
I'm gonna need to.
Mr. Lennon.
I'm gonna need to try that recipe one day to see how that meal turns out.
Well, let me know.
I'll let you know. We'll all taste test it. Yeah, we'll all have to taste test that one. So let's see.
Wait.
You know what else we usually eat on Fridays? Can you think of what else we eat on Fridays? Uh-oh.
Well, was it what we were trying to eat a couple of Fridays ago?
With some fish. Yep.
Fried fish.
It's that fish. You know, a lot of people, that's pretty common to have fish fry Fridays. We have Fun Facts Fridays, Fish Fry Fridays. So, do you know where Fish Fry Fridays come from? Uh-oh. Hello?
Do tell.
Oh, I thought it froze. We lost one of our hosts today. She disappeared on us. The Roman Catholic Church, and this comes from fishfrychronicles.com. They're actually, even that in itself, I typed in where do fish fries come from? And there is actually a website called fishfrychronicles.com. And it tells us, I'm like, there's that much information about fish fries, but it tells us that the Roman Catholic Church was, they listed 7 requirements for all Catholics known as precepts. They call them the precepts. And one of them was that Catholics over the age of 14 are required to abstain from eating meat on all Fridays. So the meat that they were talking about specifically that they were not allowed to eat was considered flesh meat. So that included beef, pork, sausage, ham, chicken, lamb, veal. Really anything that would be considered a warm-blooded animal. So fish is something that was not warm-blooded, so they were allowed to eat fish. They were allowed to eat fish. They could eat amphibians, so I guess if they want to eat snake, they could eat that. I probably would just go for eating fish or vegetables. I don't know if I would eat a snake.
Right.
But so, and the tradition is strongest in Wisconsin. And in Wisconsin, there are a lot of German Catholics who enjoy fishing. So it became really popular when the migrant settlers, um, German and Polish Catholic immigrants settled in Milwaukee. And so that is where it really began in the 1860s. And they became the tradition of Friday fish fry because they were in Milwaukee. They liked to fish. It was a food that they were allowed to eat on Fridays because it wasn't a warm-blooded animal. And so they started that tradition of Friday fish fry. But it shows that in the 1920s, so that was in the 1860s. Then all the way, let's fast forward to the 1920s and 30s. That's when it became more of a political thing because the pubs weren't able to sell beer during Prohibition. So the fried fish dinners became a profitable source of income. So that's probably where it sort of starts with selling the fish dinners and people realizing, you know what, hey, the fish is cheap to get. A lot of people eat it. And a lot of Catholics were already accustomed to eating it on Fridays. So the pubs were like, okay, let's make fish dinners on Fridays because we can't sell beer, we can sell fish. And people, that was a way that they were able to keep making their money and keep making a profit because it was a low cost dinner. People would buy it and it was plentiful. So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting because, you know, we do a lot of things. And that's one thing I like about us doing Fun Fact Fridays is we're sharing tidbits of information. But sometimes we do things like that Friday fish fry. We always hear Friday fish fry, but some of us might think it was churches that started it, which it was the Catholic church that started it. Or, you know, oh yeah, the Elks Lodge started it, or, you know, but to know that there really was some history behind Friday fish fry. It wasn't just something somebody randomly came up with. A reason why they started having Friday fish fry. Yeah.
It was all about the money.
Well, initially it wasn't about the money. Initially, it sounds like it started because of a religious practice, because they couldn't eat the other meat. But then it became popular for, before the money. And, you know, we want to keep our economy great. So they found a way to keep the economy going, keep feeding people, and it's cost effective. Yeah.
Very informative.
It is. It is. And it all goes, you know, together. I know that, you know, we always talk about fish and fish fries and how Jesus fed you know, the multitude of people with just the loaves of bread and the fish. And then he goes on to say, you know, he's going to teach you how to fish and, you know, you won't go hungry or something, you know.
Yeah.
Pastor Mabel can say it better than me, but
But we get it. We got it.
but yeah, but those fish fry Fridays, I know they're gonna have to be coming up real soon again because yeah.
Well, seeing the question with that now, because a lot of the fish fry Fridays, or if it wasn't a restaurant, you know, grandma or auntie so-and-so would sell it out their garage. Now,
Right.
A lot of people may not want to do that because how do I know you wore a mask? Or did you wear gloves with that food? Did you, you know, are you corona free? There's so many things now that people are thinking about where before, who knows, people probably may not have practiced all those safety precautions before, but now we're more conscious about it. So people might be a little more hesitant to buy from the small mom and pop place or the person that sells around the corner, you know, when it's sad because it can hurt their business, you know.
Right.
And those
Right.
home cooked fish fry meals was a lot better than going to some of the big restaurants sometimes, you know.
Right.
It's some, you know, we just think about it more now. But hopefully people don't stop frying fish. I know we probably still eat fish over at our house, so
Right.
we'll have to learn how to go fishing.
Yeah. catch their own.
Yep, go catch their own fish and cook it themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, you know, fish make me think. I'm thinking about the fish fries now. It just made me get hungry and think real quick. Remember times sitting around the house and you have the fish fry, people playing dominoes, playing cards. You know,
Right.
it's summertime. You wish we could do that now, especially playing cards. And I don't know. I remember one time when I lived in Atlanta, that's where I learned how to play spades. And people were serious about those card games too.
You tell me about it. That is the game. If you can't play spades,
What about what's the other one? Bid
Bid
Whist?
Bid
Bid
whist.
whist.
I don't think I ever learned how to play that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's some other card games? Tonk, isn't that a card game or is that a domino game?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that was
Dominoes
good.
is just dominoes, huh? No, bones. Let me say
Bones.
it correctly before I get kicked out the club.
Right. You're gonna get kicked out the house.
We'll call it dominoes. Play some bones.
Right.
Slam
Isn't
them
it
down,
funny?
Right.
Slamming them down
Funny how you
hard.
can play with something. You could be playing with something and never really notice them very closely.
Yeah.
'Cause
What-
if you look at the cards that you're playing with,
Uh-huh.
it's like, have you noticed that all kings don't look the same?
Well, I know there's that one they call the Suicide King because he looked like he's stabbing himself in the head.
See, how many really noticed that? I never
Yes, if
really
you ever
noticed
played
until it was
cards.
pointed out to me.
Let's
Huh?
see. Let's look at some.
Yeah.
Let's look at a picture real quick and see if we notice anything about some cards. Let's see.
Okay.
Pull
Look
up.
at the cards.
Is it just the kings or all the cards?
I think all of them have a little bit different, but the kings, they're really different.
Okay,
There's one that's really different than the rest.
Okay, let's see.
You have a deck? Oh, there they go.
Here's the kings. Let's see. So see, I do see there's the King of Hearts is the one that is the Suicide King because he has this, if you can see right there, where he's stabbing himself in the head. I don't know.
I noticed a couple things on them. If you look at the vests that they're wearing,
You see, I was just
all
trying
of them,
to find something different on that.
the vests, they are, the spades have spades down the front of the vest,
Mm-hmm.
and the diamonds have diamonds down the front of the vest, and the clubs have clubs on the front of the vest,
See,
but the hearts doesn't.
maybe he doesn't have a heart because he already committed suicide.
Uh,
That's
and
different.
then,
Wow, that is true. I do see that now.
Mm-hmm.
He's right here. Diamonds here.
Right.
Clubs here. But
Right.
no heart.
Hmm.
And look at the face.
This looking, oh no.
No
This is
mustache.
in the opposite direction. Oh, what'd you say? The King of Spades, I just noticed that he's looking to this direction. All the other ones are looking to the left.
Mm-hmm. But no mustache on their hearts.
See there, mustache here, but no mustache.
No mustache.
Do you know?
I also noticed the curls are turned a different direction. The curls on the edge of the hair.
Right.
Well, this one's curled in and this one's curled in.
Right, and the other two are curled out.
Oh, yep, flip out.
The one with the spades is kind of not even have a curl.
He
too
just sort of straight, yeah. Wow,
Right.
there's a lot of different things if you really look at it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This one actually looks like he's praying. He has his hands up.
Right.
Yeah.
These ones
Yeah.
are holding a weapon. This one's holding a weapon. And the King of Hearts, he's holding his chest and the weapon.
But no, did you notice on the King of Hearts?
What else? What
I
else?
mean, not on the King of Hearts, excuse me, on the King of Diamonds.
Okay.
His
You got an
weapon, his weapon is an axe, and he's not even holding it.
That's true. So
His
see,
hands are praying.
maybe that's one of those people coming behind you and he's praying Please don't let them kill me.
Right.
So the king of clubs, he ready to fight. I'm in a fight club. I'm ready to fight. And the king of spades, he's ready to fight too. And this one, again, he killing himself. Wow, that's different. That's interesting how, like you said, we don't pay attention sometimes.
Yeah.
Right. The only thing that we know in the deck of cards is the high joker is colored and the low joker is black and white. And we hope that we get them both.
Right. All of us stays, because that was going to trump everything.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But all this does, it teaches you to, take a look at what you're using and what you have in your hand. Pay attention to it. And
I noticed some of those things. Maybe that's why cards were condoned. You couldn't do that. If you went to church, you don't play cards.
Really?
Yeah, some people, that was against the rules. You did not play cards. So.
And why do you think they said that?
I don't know. I was wondering if it was the all the different pictures and things that the faces on the cards could have represented, or that they thought they represented, like you said about the suicide king.
Right.
And they use cards for tarot reading and reading your future and doing a lot of that. So I don't know if they were kind of, looking at the spiritual side of it, that this is what people who are in different thought processes use cards. So
it could be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I always played the cards anyway. So
I
guess I was.
Sometimes how are you? How
is for forgiveness on that one. I never saw it like that.
And that's what I was gonna say. Sometimes I think it could be, how is your mindset? What are your intentions on how you're playing? You're just playing for a fun game, because sometimes you can use cards or dominoes as a teaching activity for children. They're not looking at the pictures and understand all of that concept. You can use them for count the dots to help them with counting and math. So
but playing cards and playing dominoes, it just brings back happy family time. It was what you wouldn't give to hear Uncle so and so talking about with the bone in his hand, and when he's slapping down, he ain't got nothing, right? And just hearing somebody say they running a Boston, or Big Wiz and all that other stuff. So it was fun. It was fun times. It brought the family together, and you played as teams, so you played together. So I don't know.
When you said that, I do think about that, where I wasn't playing the cards, but I do remember we would go to grandma's house sometime, and you would just hear the happiness and laughter and playing around. All the adults, the adults be in the room and the kids be in this other room playing, but you could hear just, it was family. We having fun, getting together. Everybody's hanging out. You just knew that's what they did. And it was that slamming those dominoes so hard, you be playing to jump, because you hear jump on the table.
So I wonder how much of COVID-19 is gonna shut some of that down.
We gonna play dominoes. We just gonna give everybody some gloves.
We put on our gloves
and masks.
And everybody just sit around the table with gloves and masks.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can't play virtual dominoes.
No.
It's not as fun. You can't slam and push a button online.
No.
That's like
it's not, you can't. It's almost like cell phones. Remember how you can make sure somebody knew you was mad and you slammed the phone down?
Yep.
So that's the same with dominoes online. You can't hear it. And you can't hold it up.
Right.
Hold it up.
How many times though with the cell phone, how many times you've been mad at somebody and you push the button hard like it's gonna make a difference?
Right. And it just said
I've done that before, push the button and be like, why did I do that? Because they can't tell I pushed the button any harder. It just still hung up the phone.
Same
Right.
way.
Yep.
Right. Oh, we got disconnected.
Uh,
The phone call.
That's what people do now. Just hang
yeah, you gotta.
phone gets disconnected and you're not able to call back for hours. Okay.
Yeah. See, you only could do that in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah.
While they're in the mid sentence, then you bloop.
Like, we got disconnected. So one thing about this COVID-19 that we could do for family time is we go to the parks. They open up state parks. And I looked up a state park that I want to go to that I haven't visited yet. And it is called the Colonel Allensworth State Historic Park. And is down towards Bakersfield, Modesto, down that way in the valley. And the reason I want to go see that park when I looked it up, and this is on CaliforniaThroughMyLens.com, is that this town was the first in all of California to be founded, financed, and governed by African-American individuals. That says a lot. Not just saying it was the first one with the highest population. It just says that it was founded. So African-American started that town, whose name was Allensworth. He was a clergy, and he was in the military, and he started this city, and for sharecroppers, and it was professionals that actually bought the land, and they had a school they had one school that was kindergarten through 8th grade, and they had a school, the bank, everything in that town for African Americans. So he started it. It was financed by African Americans, which means that, and they said that a lot of African Americans that were now free and used to be sharecroppers, they purchased land and hadn't even seen it yet. They purchased land just to support the cause. Can we get back to that where we support each other a little more? But that's a whole nother tangent. But they bought that land. That's a whole nother episode, but they bought that land just to support Colonel Allensworth, and they governed it. They had their own system. They had their own representatives, and it said, sadly, that after he died was when the city started to decline, and a lot of the people started to leave because the politicians came in, they took away their water rights, so their crops couldn't get water anymore. So of course the crops are dying, so they can't survive, they can't live if their food's not growing. But they just came in, so that shows that he was a really strong person if he was able to sustain that land for all of that time, and to lead a whole city that now is down to a population of about 400 people. But at that time when he was there, and I forgot to put the year, but it was 1806. So way back then, he was able to pull together a group of people enough and keep them to manage themselves, govern themselves, like I said, work together to keep this whole city running, So I want to go see it because now they say it's a ghost town / state park, but it's been preserved and restored to really show how the people lived at the turn of the century. And so I think that would be neat just to be able, I have visited a museum one time, and it's just neat inside to be able to, the ultimate is going to Africa to be able to say, yes, I've been to the motherland. But, if you can't go to Africa, then visiting the museums and visiting historic land and to see that that's the only one here in California that was ever governed like that.
Right.
So, it is a national state park. I looked it up. It's like $6 to go. We spent $6 on lunch, $6 to visit and to go see it. And
it's Starbucks.
Right, $6 in one drink. That's not even a whole meal.
Right. So the whole town is like fenced off or something? You got to pay to drive through it, or
I don't know if it's fenced or how they did it, but I know that they have big signs. It's an actual, state park because they have it's a California state park. So it's
when I visited, I went. It's been some years back, And well, yeah, see, so there.
Colonel
So you
Allensworth.
go up, and when you go in, it's the way that you go in, just like you see here. And then there is like a older ranger that comes out, and you can call ahead and set up tours and everything. And that's what we did.
Okay.
But I do want to tell you a little bit about what I learned about the colonel. Is that he was raised up poor, and when he went into the military and came back, now I'm kind of paraphrasing some of this, but he came back, you know, like larger than life, because he learned some things while he was in the military, and wasn't, you know, was able to get all these people together and get the word out that he was opening this up for his people. So when I was there, I just felt empowered. And if you have the opportunity to visit there, or if you could just take a group of kids to go there and just see what this man that came from nothing and what he created, and what that land that you're standing on, what it stood for him, that will let us know that we can too, if we put our mind to it, or we say we want to, you know, do something, that we can be somebody and have something. That's what I got out of it there. His some of his relatives would give the tours and everything around. I think the lady that took us around, I think she said she was, I can't remember if it was a niece or a distant cousin or whatever, but they had some stories, and you can go into the old classrooms, which was AKA the gym, which was AKA everything. But
Right.
but yeah, it is a place to go and see. And with it being, you know, right here.
It's in Tulare County, is the actual county. And this is a picture of him. And when I looked at this picture too, what I also noticed is how decorated he was. He has 4 medals on him. You know, it wasn't
I told you, he rose up to the top of his rank.
Exactly. It wasn't like he was just entering the military. No, he was a dressed, what do they say, decorated
vet.
Yes. Yeah. Here in California, we have a lot of different things, and if we look into it, there's a lot of history in California, and to see that this is one that's also go back east or down south to find some African American history, but this is, like you said, right here within a day,
here,
you know. So, yep, that's one we'll have to make a plan to visit that one day.
Yeah.
But I did hear stuff when I was there. I could hear the wind howling.
Oh, so make sure we go during the daytime, right?
You must have been on a windy day, right?
Did you see the quick brown fox jump over the lazy dog?
The who?
Did you see the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog?
Well, I didn't see it because I guess I was the lazy dog and I was asleep. So
I always wondered why they made us type that.
They say the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. If you ever look at that, again, like how you said, we do things and we don't really look at it and pay attention to it. That phrase right there uses every letter of the alphabet.
And who would have thought something so simple and short can be so deep?
And to type it probably was to just help your fingers practice typing each letter.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. That's something. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Uses every letter in the English alphabet. Let me specify that.
Yeah. English.
Yeah.
Now, how many people, when they see that phrase and they hear that it says it has every letter in the alphabet, will check every letter in the alphabet to see if it's really there?
I did, because you know we fact check.
I did.
It had it. While you checking?
Yep. Fun Facts Friday, we are checking facts. We don't want to pass out any information that may not be true.
Right.
We will give a disclaimer that, in my opinion, this is what I think. We want nobody coming back later and say, well, they said on Fun Facts Friday.
Right. But it's there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I had to verify.
You verify, you did check
I mean, yeah, like I said, it's such a short, but it's so simple and so short. And for it to hold the whole entire alphabet, the English alphabet.
Right. Some of them more than once.
I was about to say a couple of them are in there more than once.
Yeah.
Like E is in there more than once. The O is in there more than once. I think those are the only ones, the E and the O, that are in there more than once. Because at first, the first thing I did, I looked and I was like, this is more than 26 letters. And then I had to think about it. It said it contains every letter. It didn't say that every letter was in there one time.
Right.
Right, but it does contain every letter.
Birds.
You know, there's a lot of those type of things out there that, you know, we don't think about, but we'll save that for another fact. But there's a lot of facts that, yes, we sit up here and we're like, So,
And if you're watching this episode, please make sure you tune in tomorrow, because we're going to have a lot of facts that I'm sure some people have never thought about.
Tomorrow?
Not tomorrow.
We're doing this tomorrow?
Next week. Next
oh,
week.
Okay.
Next week.
Next
week.
I just wondering.
There are some birds flying around, and that bird look like it's going backward.
What bird?
Oh, it's just different birds flying around. That bird tripped me out because it looked like it was flying back.
Must be a hummingbird.
How you know it must be a hummingbird? It could have been a blue jay or something. I don't know what kind of bird it was.
If it was flying backwards, the only one that can do that is a hummingbird.
You sure?
I think so.
We gonna fact
let's check it.
Yes,
let's check
that.
Let's see.
Wow, you know what? This here on BirdSpot, this is birdspot.co.uk. It does say the only bird that can fly backward is a hummingbird. It says it can fly backwards for any length of time is a hummingbird. It says the majority of birds are unable to fly backwards because of the structure of their wings.
Oh, that's what it is.
Because I'm like, when you said that, I'm thinking, I've seen birds seem like they hop backward or move backward, but it says some birds, so this is why, some birds such as herons, egrets, what's a heron? I don't know what that look like. Egrets, flycatchers, and warblers can flutter backwards for a short distance as a defensive strategy. And some birds such as cuckoos, if they are flying against a strong wind, appear to fly backwards, but relative to the air, they are moving forward. Wow. So you knew that, huh? Hummingbird.
So
they
call it the helicopter bird.
Hummingbirds are little. It also says that hummingbirds, they fly backward. They're the birds, they are able to fly in loops and turns and make a figure 8. Now, who tested that? How'd you tell the bird? Did you tell the bird, can you fly a figure 8? How did you test to see that the hummingbird can fly in a figure 8? They must have just sat
so they put so much of them in a cage and then they just watched them.
Yeah, they had to just have videos to see, oh wait, that one did a figure 8. So now we can say hummingbirds flying a figure 8.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because how else would they know that? I know. You know what bird chirps at night?
And which bird is that? We have some to make a lot of noise at night.
They say it's called.
You don't hear it at all in the daytime.
Right. You don't hear it during the day at all. You just be at home and it's quiet during the day. And it seems like they come more in the summertime too.
I was wondering if that was the nightingale.
I think it did say, I had looked it up because I was laying in bed one time and it was irritating me. And I looked up birds that sing at night. And they said it is called there's 7 of them.
Mm.
And this is from abcbirds.org. And it's singing in the dark. There's an eastern whippoorwill,
Whippoorwill, yeah.
a yellow-breasted chat, barred owl, or bared owl, B-A-R-R-E-D, owl, a common loon, an eastern screech owl, an upland sandpiper, a northern mockingbird. That's the one I think I was thinking might be outside, is the northern mockingbird, because it doesn't sound like an owl, and it doesn't sound like, you know, the loons or anything. But it says it happens most when males are searching for mates, but full moons also get these pairs going. And they are in many parts of the US. So that's what I think it might be, is the, what is that? What did I just say it was? The northern mockingbird. So I guess mockingbirds, because they're mocking some noise, I guess, but that noise right there, it is weird because it's nighttime. It'll be real quiet during the day, and then nighttime is just singing and singing. Sometimes Lady, my dog, I think she's telling it to be quiet because she'll bark sometime, and I think she probably, look, my humans are sleeping, you're annoying them. But that bird doesn't listen. It just keeps making noise, keeps singing.
I wonder if there's a website or something we could go on where you can actually hear the sound of the different birds, because it makes a distinct sound if we could listen to like the sounds the birds make and tell which kind of bird it is. On
this site, the abcbirds.org, and that is American Bird Conservancy, and it's ABC Birds. They do have, under all of the pictures of the birds, they do have the different sounds.
Oh, that's good.
To be able to hear them. So
yeah, that's good.
One day we could go back and look and listen to see what one is it.
Oh, okay.
And again, the sites posted in the comment section and under the video, if you do wish to go back later and look at the sounds of different birds that make noise at night.
Okay, yeah, because they're really loud.
Yes, yes. Well, that is our show for today. Unless someone else had another fun fact for today. I do have one more fun fact I want to share, because I'm actually getting a little excited. Next week is my birthday.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Hey.
Well,
You're going to do a fun fact Friday on your birthday?
What'd you say?
Oh, I had said, are we going to do fun fact Fridays on your birthday?
Yes.
Okay.
We got a special birthday edition, Fun Fact Friday. And what'd you say, Cece?
Huh?
Oh, I didn't hear what you just said. Yep, she already has the birthday balloon. So yeah, so please tune in next Friday, June 5th, 6 o'clock to about 7 o'clock maybe. We'll have a special birthday edition. Look, she has all the decorations and everything. We'll have a special birthday edition. We have 2 birthdays in June because Sissy's birthday is also the end of the month.
Is it on a Friday too?
It's on a Friday.
Oh, cool. Look at that. Look at that.
We will have special birthday edition fun facts. So, thank you. See you guys later.
Deuces.
Thank you for joining us.